So here we are with the wheel taken off. This is where you can see all the incredible engineering and technology of the chassis, suspension, and braking system of the Integra Type S. So let's first talk about the brakes. Massive rotors here, paired together with our Acura 4-piston Brembo calipers, which has really become a signature technology for Acura Type S levels of performance. You'll find that same type of system on the TLX, MDX, and even NSX Type S models. Now on Integra Type S, it truly is like a race car setup with a floating 2-piece disc, which allows for maximum braking performance and minimal brake fade. Also, you'll see here, we have a front suspension technology that's new for Integra Type S. It's called our dual axis front suspension. Now what that does is it prevents any kind of torque steer or wheel hop under aggressive driving and launches. And this is all possible due to high rigidity components being installed, like the tie rod, front knuckle, and lower arm that you see here. Behind this brake, you might even see an air guide. Now, aerodynamics played a critical part in the development of Integra Type S, as every component is truly functional. So let's take a look here. In the front fascia of Integra Type S, we have brake ducting. And what that does is that allows the air to come into the front of the vehicle, come through this duct. You might see this circular port here. That channels the air to the guide and gets directly to the brake to minimize heat and also improve braking performance. You'll also notice from the front fascia, there's 3 canards hidden behind the massive air intakes, and that channels out of this port here, allowing the air to flow along the vehicle and underneath as well. Aerodynamics is truly critical, and it also impacts the overall downforce of the vehicle as well. So next, we're gonna go ahead and get underneath the Integra Type S, and you'll get to see that total airflow management system in play. And here we are underneath the Integra Type S, which is admittedly a pretty cool place to be because not everybody gets a chance to have the vehicle hoisted up like this and really see all of the amazing engineering underneath the vehicle. Now, what's really cool is the engineers from Acura really prioritize airflow management underneath the vehicle. You can see that there's a lot of elements that would normally be exposed that are covered underneath the vehicle from the front all the way to the rear. That's gonna help with not only airflow management, but downforce, and there's even benefits to things like fuel economy. As we continue to make our way to the rear of the vehicle, you start to see some of the chassis and suspension components, and just these massive tires. I mean, when you're underneath the vehicle, you really get to see the width of these 265 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. They look awesome. And as we continue our way under, you can start to see more of the suspension. And so what's great about Integra Type S is there's an adaptive suspension as standard equipment. And you can see here, there's actually a solenoid attached to it that allows the suspension to either soften or firm up given the drive mode that you're in. And Integra Type S has 4 unique drive modes: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, which is exclusive to Type S, and Individual mode, which allows you to customize each of your settings for that best driver combination. Now lastly, as we get to the end of the vehicle, you see the rear diffuser here that completes the airflow management. And for me, I think my favorite part is this high performance exhaust system, which is very straight from front to rear to minimize back pressure and allow maximum performance. And it all ends here with this triple exhaust and these 4-inch chrome finishers. And on this center port of the exhaust, there's an active exhaust valve, which is essentially a flap inside that can open and close given the throttle position and also the drive mode that you're in, to bring this emotional sound that only Integra Type S has.